The huts of joy. No one used to complain how mammals were tamed. But during the biomass wars, disputes began about the role of the chicken. Should it still be domesticated for its meat, even though so many other birds flew free? Perhaps more space in the barn was not what they were negotiating for. Perhaps the monkeys of Delhi goaded them to madly cluck. Those macaques snatched food from restaurant tables, stopped and bit those who fought back. Resentment is at the root of every battle. Who could deny there were too many humans? They pushed everything out and sought allies to live like them, among them, in their little huts of joy. A tiny pine cone. To shred a tiny pine cone with the teeth, that is what brings this puppy bliss. It's entertained by a simple find. But the human brain needs a light show and a song. A squad of spandex dancers to interpret all the action. It needs a singular sensation to route the glee towards home. I don't envy this species with its happy places galore. I'm seeking only moderate spaces where an afternoon can grow by nightfall into magic happenstance unknown before. Good God, should we sell tickets? Should we map it? Trap it? Offer it a contract? Or leave it in bits and pieces on the floor? The Virtualist. Can you learn from an automated source? Then the future's for you. If the screen can hold your gaze for hours, then you will be one of the chosen few. You will be slated for the special cluster of courses that bestows the privileged credential. You will be decorated with merit. You will be deemed machine ready. Hold steady, and your reward will be redeemed with the title of Virtualist beneath your name. Can you optimize your potential one click at a time and swim with the behaviorist tide? Don't tell me you want to throw away all that and lumber through the real. the great shaking machine. A scrambled text arrives just in time for me to witness someone's life is falling apart again. Thoughts race and bleed together to display a mind that is overstressed. That guy has been on the verge of dissembling for weeks. And now the great shaking machine has flipped the switch. What is the sound of a silent disruption? Is it the same as a sand castle caving in? Or a million screens blinking? I want this guy to go home and get some rest. But tomorrow, another party will come for a piece of his attention. He'll be trained to be reactive, like a dog ready to bark. The Babysitter. The babysitter bides the time amid the couple's travel tchotchkes. The carved wooden fertility frogs from Bali come alive as soon as they depart for the cinema. They join the Oaxacan wooden serpent and hide under the sofa. The Dala horse frolics among the conch shells. The elephant made out of ironwood trumpets in the hall. The little peacock from India saunters through the kitchen. It's just too much for the babysitter to bear. All alone, with nothing but her bare imagination to guide her. There needs to be some sort of human will to put things in order. But there is only a crying baby in the nursery, ready for its meal.